This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, one local woman got to witness an American Easter tradition at the White House. Hi there, and thank you for watching on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. I'm Ken Kara, and we have a lot of information to get to, so it's right to our headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A priest who at one time served at a Hazleton church has been removed from his ministry. The Reverend Martin Boylan was removed from his ministry after the Diocese of Scranton received an allegation of sexual misconduct involving a minor. Father Boylan was serving as pastor of St. Patrick's Parish in Scranton and as Episcopal Vicar for the Northern Pastoral Region of the diocese when the allegation came to light on Friday. The reported misconduct allegedly occurred in Wayne County when the accuser, now an adult, was a minor. Father Boylan previously served as an assistant pastor at St. Gabriel's Parish in Hazleton, now Holy Annunciation, and also as assistant pastor at St. Jude's in Mountaintop. A weekend fire in Hazleton has been ruled accidental. The fire started in the attic of 560 Grant Street on Sunday morning. While firefighters had things under control quickly, Deputy Fire Chief Sean Jones says that the third floor took heavy fire damage and there was water damage to the second and third floors. No one was hurt, but because of the damage, a family of 7 can't return to the residence. The fire started because a plastic tarp was too close to a space heater. The Laurel Mall will host a special event next week. Lisa Sugart has the details.
The Laurel Mall is known for great shopping, but it's also known for great information and services like the upcoming health fair. I'm pleased to be joined by Rocco Aruzo, who is the Marketing and Business Development Manager here at the Laurel Mall. This is a really popular event. Many people come out for the health fair.
Yeah, you're right, Lisa, and this is an annual event that we do with Heritage Hills. It's their Heritage Hills Health Fair. They're going to be here this coming week, Wednesday, April 13th from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. And yeah, it provides a lot of information for the seniors in the area. So it is a very good event.
They do some services as well, like I believe they do some testing in that people can come out for.
Yeah, they do blood pressure. They do several other testing, that blood work, and things that they need, that the people, they take the temperature, their blood pressure. Yeah, they do a lot. They help them.
We've come out and covered it for many years, and I know people say often they can't afford to go to the doctor or they don't have a doctor, so they count on this. So this is vital to the community.
Yes, it is, and you touched on it, that people can't afford it sometimes. So this is something that Heritage Hills provides for the people, and that does save them the worry and how people worry as they get up older in age with their blood pressure and things of that nature. So it is a big help. And one thing I want to mention too, while they're here, that same week, it's National Social Security Sign-Up Week. So we are going to have a representative from Social Security here the same day, same hours, in Center Court to provide any Social Security information that the seniors may need also, or the person that's ready to retire.
All right, so great information taking place at the Laurel Mall. Be sure to stop on by. It is a very popular event, and if you need information, this is the place to be at the Laurel Mall.
Moving on this Monday. Now, last Monday, a Hazleton woman took her family to the White House, a visit made possible by her son, David Lopez, who works for the administration. Once again, here's Lisa Sugart.
It's a tradition at the White House for 138 years, and many of us read about it in the newspaper or see it on the television, but one woman from Hazleton was actually there. On Monday, March 28th, Nadine Nepper and her family were at the White House for the popular White House egg roll, the Easter egg roll. So, Nadine, thanks for joining us to talk about this. How impressed were you to be there at the White House for the Easter egg roll?
I was very impressed. It's quite an elaborate event, more so than you can imagine. There's all sorts of entertainment, celebrities, fun for the kids, and it's just really an overwhelming feeling to be on the White House grounds.
Who did you take with you?
My daughter Stacia and her husband Tony, and my grandchildren, 3 and 4 years old, Malia and Scarlett.
So how thrilled were they to be there?
Oh, they were overwhelmed. They saw some Sesame Street characters and Peppa Pig, and they got to, of course, roll their Easter eggs, and that was a blast.
Now, you were right by the President of the United States.
We were. My son works there in the administration, and somehow we ended up with the press. So we were very close to the president. We were within arm's length away.
Wow. So you said to me, you were telling me earlier, that people were there from all over.
There were. It's really interesting. It's fascinating. I met a woman from Michigan. People just come from all over to experience the egg roll. And what most don't realize, you know, they'll tell you there's about 35,000 people there. Well, there's several events throughout the day. It's not just one. They're just 2-hour events, and it's exciting. So you meet people on your way in while you're in there, and some more people on your way out.
Now, you told me you didn't have a chance to talk to the president this time, but you've talked with him before.
I have. At the Christmas party this past year, we got to meet him and have a few words with him, and I'm overwhelmed. I don't have very much to say. It's the first time in my life I've ever been speechless, really. It took a little bit to get something out, but I thanked him for his service, and it's just an incredible feeling.
What's it like being there for an event at the White House and then when you were at the party itself?
Inside of the White House, there are just the pictures and the history, and it truly, it's so cliche, but if the walls could talk, because so much has happened there and so much has been captured through paintings and photographs, and to stand outside of the Oval Office and look in there and know the things, some of the things that have happened, and only imagine, it just really just makes you feel more patriotic than you already are. I'm proud to live in this nation.
Well, thanks for coming and sharing it, sharing your photos and your fun from your family being there for the Easter egg roll at the White House.
Thanks a lot, Lisa, for those stories. Coming up next on FYI, we'll get you ready for a night at the races for the Hazelton Rotary Club. And in sports, hear why these two Penn State Hazelton baseball players were named Conference Players of the Week. And Ron Marchetti is here, and he has trivia treats for everyone.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
It's Monday. Welcome back to Core Fitness. I'm Christy Book, one of the owners and instructors here, and I'd like to talk to you today about posture and long, lean muscles. So do you wonder how all of these stars get their high lifted booties and their long, beautiful toned arms? All of the rage right now is leaning towards bar fitness. So we've decided at Core to start introducing bar classes, and I have a certification in bar above, which I've had for about a year. So we're going to start to blend that into our classes. But these are things that you can absolutely do at home. Here I have a temporary bar, which we constructed out of PVC pipe. But if you don't have this, you can certainly use the back of a chair for your stability. So your bar class, the motivation of this is to get your posture right, to tone your muscles, to lengthen, and to get your flexibility. Wonderful thing about it is that an extra benefit is that you're going to burn fat and you're going to start to shed some weight combined with a healthy diet. So for our bar class, for the purpose of this segment, we're going to be using this. But if you want to transfer to the chair, you're more than welcome to do that. So I'm just going to show you a couple things. When you're talking about your bar, you're pulling your chest up and away, your abdominals tight, your shoulders back and down, and your chin in a neutral position. So think about being tall and proud and always pulling your head to the ceiling and your belly button back, abs in from the sides of the waist, making yourself nice and tall. And think about a ballet dancer, okay? So you're gonna make a square, light fingers on the bar, and we're gonna start with just a calf raise. So we're gonna get right into the belly of the calf muscle, warming up through the legs, lifting and squeezing through the abdominals as we lift, breathing through, nice and steady. And then we're going to stand and bring the right foot behind and lift up. So in this position, very basic, first exercise, head is still pulling towards the ceiling. You want to avoid leaning forward unless you are specifically asked to lean forward. So we're working on the glutes here, or the butt, and with the summer coming, everybody wants that. So you start with your singles, and then you can change your tempo and hold at the top and pulse. And of course, everything that you do, you're going to be doing on the opposite side as well. So make sure that you're doing the same amount on one side as the other. We want muscular balance. I'd like to add in this little bender ball, which is part of our industry. It's a trade name, but you can certainly buy a ball at Walmart, and this is going to isolate your muscle groups. So we're going to place this behind your knee, okay? And we're going to squeeze and we're going to lift it out to the side. And as you're doing that, you're going to add a little pressure to the ball, again, to activate where the hamstring and the glute meet, nice and tall, breathing through, not holding your breath. And again, changing the range of motion to short, quick movements, okay? So doing that on both sides, focusing on the lower body. Though we cannot spot reduce, we can certainly train certain muscles. So if you want that long, lean, sculpted body, try to slow it down, bring your intensity down, grab a chair, and do some bar. Thanks, we'll see you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Mother Nature and I aren't speaking. The Red Sox opening day game has been postponed, but I will read our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, we have a chance of rain showers, 30% chance, mixing with snow after 7 p.m., and then it will gradually end. Our low will be 15 degrees. And now to our 4-day outlook. Tuesday is sunny, but still cold. We'll have a high of 33, and wind chill values will feel as low as 0. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low of 20 degrees. Wednesday will be partly sunny. We'll get up into the mid 40s, and then on Wednesday night, rain is likely mainly after 2 a.m. Our low will be 38. On Thursday, rain once again, but will climb to the 50s. Thursday night, 50% chance of rain showers before 2 a.m. Cloudy with a low around 31. On Friday, 40% chance of snow showers before 8 a.m. Then a chance of rain and snow showers. Our high will only be 39 degrees. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 21 degrees.
You're invited to a night of fun and racing, all for a great cause. We're talking about the 5th annual Night at the Races being sponsored by the Rotary Club of Hazleton. Jason Brenner is here, the project chairperson for this big event. Jason, this is always a popular event that the community likes to go to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun. You get to go. It's basically like off-track betting, except for it's all for a good cause, so we're excited to host it again.
Now, why is it so important to host events like this? It benefits a lot of the projects and the good work done by Rotary.
Oh, absolutely. Our Rotary Club, we're so happy to be able to keep the money here in the local community. This is one of our major fundraisers that we do during the course of the year, and it allows us to do projects like our Kids Coats project, where we give winter coats, new winter coats, to underprivileged children. We're able to give scholarships to area seniors so they can go to school, along with a number of other projects and smaller grants that we're able to give local charities in the area.
All right, so we need a lot of people to come out
Yes.
to the event so that you can continue the good work done by Rotary. The event is taking place on Saturday, April 16th at the J.J. Farrar Performing Arts Center. So how does this work? What do people need to do?
Well, you can buy a horse in advance, or you can come right to the door. The tickets are $8 in advance, $10 at the door, and then you can buy a horse for $10. If your horse wins, you have a 1 in 10 chance of winning $50. And otherwise, it's just like off-track betting. So you can go and place a $2 bet on a horse. We'll put odds on the horse depending on how the bets come in, and you can win money that way too if your horse wins.
And you're watching all this on video, right?
Yes, they're all previously sealed videos from races around the nation.
Okay. And we must stress that you must be 21 to come and participate in this.
Yes, 21 and over, and then we have free food and refreshments the whole night too. So, I'd say you get a pretty good bang for your buck here, in a full nights of entertainment.
Alrighty, I've been to these in the past, and they are a lot of fun. So if people want to get their tickets in advance, how do they do that?
You can contact any Rotarian. You can contact me personally at Brenner Recycling. You can just go to any of the local businesses. We have sponsors all over the area, and just ask them for a Night at the Races tickets, and someone will point you in the right direction.
Alrighty, a Night at the Races to benefit the Rotary Club of Hazleton and all of its good works. Saturday, April 16th, the doors open at 6, and all the fun starts at 6:30. Get your tickets in advance or get them at the door, but make sure you're there so they can continue to do their good work throughout the community.
Lisa, thank you for all your hard work today. Now here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 277, pick 3 646, pick 4 7955, and pick 5 48583. When we come back, we'll talk about the Penn State Hazleton baseball team and the softball team who just keeps on winning.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Gotta do what I gotta do. Those are the words of Hazleton Area High School baseball player Chris Hume. Right now, I gotta do what I gotta do, and that's show you the FYI standard speaker scoreboard so you understand why he said those words after Hazleton Area's first win of the season. With the game tied in the 8th inning, Hume playing outfield throughout the go-ahead run at the plate for Parkland. Then in the bottom half of the inning, he drove in the game-winning run for the big HA. The sophomore told the standard speakers Dave Seaman after the game, "Gotta do what I gotta do. It's an honor to play for this team." The Cougars are back in action on Tuesday at Wyoming Valley West. North Schuylkill, they won the Russ Rothermel tournament on Saturday by beating Minersville. CJ Steinhilber only allowed 1 hit and struck out 8 for the Spartans. Marion beat Western Wayne thanks to some great pitching from Nick Bishan and Joe Nahas. Mackenzie Uri, she played some basketball in the Dr. George P. Moses Senior All-Star Classic on Friday, and then on Saturday went 3 for 4 with 1 RBI and 2 runs scored for Hazleton Area and the softball team in their first win of the season. Marion, they lost to Western Wayne in softball. Former Lady Cougar Samantha Varilla hit 2 home runs as Penn State beat SUNY 13-0, and then pitcher Kayla Rome, she had a no-hitter in that game, striking out 10. In game number 2, Varilla hit a grand slam, so that's 3 home runs on the day. That's a decent weekend. It was a bad weekend for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. They dropped 2, and now they trail the Hershey Bears by 3 points in the Atlantic Division. Of their 6 regular season games remaining, they have 3 against the Hershey Bears. 2 Penn State Hazleton baseball players got Conference Player of the Week honors. Eric Varner and Aaron Glass are the most recent Penn State University Athletic Conference Players of the Week. During a run of 4 straight wins for PSUH, Varner did not allow 1 base runner while he was pitching for Hazleton. Glass went 7 for 11 in 2 of the wins and had 6 RBIs in the 4 games. He also stole 3 bases and threw out 2 base runners from his catcher position. Well, tomorrow on the Sportscast, we'll have more memories of legendary high school football coach George Curry, who passed away last week. One of the men who will share some stories with us is Ron Marchetti, who's here right now with Trivia Treats.
The boys at the Mug are waiting for the big game tonight. The NCAA College Basketball Championship game tonight. I was wrong again. I picked Kansas, but I was really wrong this weekend again because I said it would be Oklahoma and North Carolina. It will be Villanova and North Carolina. Hi, everybody. With that being said, can you name the only school to hold both the football and basketball national championship trophies at the same time? Now think about that for about 75 seconds and I will give you the answer. But first, on this day, in 1996, exactly 20 years ago, Major League Baseball umpire John McSherry, at the age of 51, collapsed and died of a heart attack just 7 pitches into the opening game between the Expos and the host Reds. The game was immediately postponed. Now let's go way back, like 85 years ago today, 1931. Vernie Beatrice Jackie Mitchell Gilbert, what a name, was one of the first female pitchers in professional baseball history. Pitching for the Chattanooga Lookouts Class AA minor league baseball team in an exhibition game against the New York Yankees, she struck out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig in succession. On this day, April 4th, 1931, 65 years ago in 1951, at the Masters Golf Tournament, the largest gallery to that time watched third-round co-leaders Sam Snead shoot an 80 in the final round, and Ben Hogan, at age 38, fired a 68 to win the first of 2 Masters by 2 strokes over Ski Regal. It was Hogan's 5th of his 9 major titles. Now, the answer to our opening question. Can you name the only school to hold both the football and basketball national championship trophies at the same time? Answer, Florida. became the first NCAA athletic program to hold football and men's basketball national championship titles at the same time, with a 41-14 victory over top-ranked Ohio State on January 8, 2007. The Gators basketball team won its first championship in early April 2006, beating UCLA 73-57. Enjoy the game tonight. I'm not making any prediction on that one. See you Friday. Till then, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Paston, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Rosary Parish will host a luncheon Saturday, April 9th from 10:30 to noon at Catholic Social Services in Hazleton. There's no charge for the meal, and all are welcome to attend. A special thank you goes out to the Rotary Club for helping. For info, just call 570-455-6390. Our next announcement, the Tamaku Community Arts Center will be hosting musician Lester Hirsch on April 16th from 7 to 9 p.m. He will be performing folk, classical, contemporary, and much more. The center is located at 125 Pine Street. For info, just call 570-668-1192 or check out tamaquaarts.org. And one more quick announcement, United Charities will be holding their annual Tricky Tray auction Saturday, April 30th. The event will be held at Christ Lutheran Church, 467 Main Street in Cunningham. Doors open at 10:30 and the auction is at 12:30, and you must be present to win. Food and refreshments will also be available. For info, just contact 570-455-1529. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Josephine Jurowitz of West Hazleton. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. And Norman M. Stefanisco of McAdoo Heights. Funeral services will be held privately and at the convenience of the family. The Damiano Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Alicia Durr of Frackville. Alicia, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
And finally, the best idea in sports ever. Every Monday home game for the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders will be dollar hot dog night, and that's great. But the Rail Riders will also have a number of actual dogs on their staff for the night to help fans to their seats. Local dogs will also help out with taking tickets and security. You can also buy a ticket for your pooch for only $1. If you're more of a cat person, guess what? Coming in 2017 to PNC Field, it's Catter Days on Saturdays during the season. Great idea by the marketing people at Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Well, that's it for today. For breaking news, facebook.com/FYI News 13 and standardspeaker.com. We'll be back on Tuesday. Take it easy, everyone.